Okay, hi Erwin, and welcome to Televend headquarters here in Zagreb. Uh, you as a president of European Vending Association, you have a good overview of the industry. So how do you see evolution of the industry in the next 5 years?
Yeah, thanks Dubravko for having me here. Televend was a very nice visit. I mean, after so many years, it was time that I passed by. And it's always good to see tangible things, to see the production, to see the R&D, and see there has been a huge evolution over the last years. So I've been working for the European Vending and Coffee Service Association now for nearly 14 years. We have seen some developments. Some were pretty fast. We looked at cashless systems and we talked about it. I think there were some of the companies that were very active and made it accessible to operators. So I think that was a good way forward for the industry to develop and to get more attractive, especially for younger consumers, because they use less cash. So it was important that we adapt. And I think that's the most important in this industry, is to adapt rapidly to what is happening in the market in general. So when you look at retail, when you look at HoReCa, it's important to vending, but not only end vending, because we have started talking about OCS, but now we're talking about automated retail, and all this are now linked together. They are all just means of how to dispense a product, but there are different ways of doing it. So that's how I see it in the next 5 years, meaning that classic vending operators don't only use one type of machines or a few types of machines, but they will have to adapt their business model and their offer to the client. If they want to be still a real option, not only for breaks, but also for lunch options, be attractive for young consumers, they need to have different solutions. And of course, digitalization plays a huge role. How to get my machine connected, and artificial intelligence, which is now really top of the agenda.
So you see evolution in automated retail. Vending will become automated retail.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, you see that you have in a lot of countries already a lot of self-checkouts. You see it in airports. In some countries where I live, in Belgium, for example, in retail, you have it since 10 years or something like this already, where people just grab and go. You can see it also in retail stores such as Decathlon. Pretty efficient. So consumers are ready to do it. So I think we're going that way because you can save on personal cost. And with digitalization, you can also have more data about consumer behavior. And that's what is pretty important also to companies, to have this type of information.
And what are the key challenges that operators are facing today to meet this evolution?
Some of them are old-fashioned, but not all of them. Some of them are willing to make the implementation, but then they face some clients which are reluctant. So they need to be convinced. Also, you have some clients which are also old-fashioned, say, no, we have to do it the old way. So you have these two things. Maybe it's also because of the current situation, some of the clients or operators are not ready now to invest enough. There's the will, but maybe not the financial situation. But I think I'm pretty convinced that in the next years it will roll out for sure.
And now, with EVEX coming in Cannes, you organized awards for the most innovative solutions on EVEX. What do you see as the most innovative solutions in the last years that shaped our industry as it is today?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, you have, of course, the machines. There have been some evolutions, but I would say that has been quite stable. I think it's more what is behind the machine, or the peripherals. It's the data you can get out of a machine. I think that's the most important innovation, and to make the life easy for operators. I think that's really the key thing. How because they don't want to deal with different suppliers or different ways of connecting things, but they want an easy solution. Being able to get the data, but also to have like models so they can also use them in the right way to make their business more efficient. Now it's everything about getting my business more efficient, saving costs, and so innovation which is not too expensive as an investment. You have a high return on investment. That's very important. But the possibility of extracting data and, of course, using them in a very, it's not only having the
Useful
data,
way,
but
yeah.
in a useful way. Exactly.
And we have big obsession with this real-time data. Are we over-exaggerating here at Televend, or?
No. I mean, from my personal view, it's good to have real-time data. Of course, you need also the resources inside a company. You need the interest first, but you need also the interest to use these data. But if you really spend some time on it, you see that there is certainly you can run your business in a more efficient way.
Yeah. And we showed you also the Televend masterpiece, which is a concept where vending machine controller, telemetry, payment, and screen controller are in one device. Do you think could be revolutionary for the industry?
I would say so. Yes. I mean, probably you're the first one to do it. Operators are struggling. That's why also we develop our new protocol. But in working with different suppliers, connecting different peripherals, and I think if you have an all-in-one solution, it makes their life easier and gives them more modularity in preparing the machines for the clients. Because you have clients who want more customized solution, and that's the way to be more agile and to have this customized
For these requirements
service.
to be met.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we have Cannes in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
So we will talk about this topic a lot. But you said this is going to also be 30th anniversary of EVA. So what we expect in Cannes?
I will probably, it's going to be the biggest event. We have, of course, our General Assembly meeting, but I mean, everything is going to be focused on networking. We will, of course, go through all the milestones we have achieved, and I think you talked about the evolution within the industry. We will also give a focus on that, see how the topics have evolved, how the industry has evolved over the last 30 years. I think it's going to be pretty impressive to see how fast it has been moving. All the technologies and advancements that have been achieved over the last 15, 20 years. So all these will be embedded in a huge program. We have 2 dinners. We have, of course, the exhibition area. We're going to have conferences. So we wanted to have a conference just before dinner, so to have everybody inside the room to talk about topics which are pretty important to all the players. Like, it's not only understanding the operator, but also understanding what is the client expecting from us. And I think we invited some of these players because we want to give back to the industry also their feeling, their understanding of what they need, and not only talking to operators directly. I think that's going to be pretty exciting.
I believe so. So thank you, Erwin, for visiting us, and for the rest of
pleasure.
you, please join us in Cannes and join the discussion of how the vending of tomorrow should look like. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.